So I'm Jake Siddle and I am the chef and owner at Faru in Durham, and the dish I'm going to do today is a cherry pea parfait with pistachio and muscovado. So for the first part of the dish we're going to take half of our cream, and I'm just going to add some of the Japanese sencha cherry tea into it. I'm just going to bring it up to the boil, and then I'm going to add that to the other half of the cream and just leave that to infuse for 5 minutes. And then once that's ready, I'm going to strain that off and get as much of the cream out of that cherry tea as I can. So once my infused cream has just cooled down slightly, I'm just going to whisk that off into just light soft peaks, and I'll put that to one side just for later on. Next I'm going to add my egg yolks into the KitchenAid, and I'm just going to whisk those until they become really light and pale and fluffy. And in the meantime, while they're whisking, I've got my sugar and my water in a pan, and I'm just going to bring that up to 118 degrees. Now that my egg yolks are light and fluffy and my sugar syrup has hit 118, I'm going to bring that over, and I'm just going to squeeze out some bloom gelatin, and I'm going to add that into my egg yolks and whisk that through. And then I'm going to slowly pour in my sugar syrup. I'm going to whisk it until the mix is completely cold. Now that the mix is cold, I'm going to add it into a bowl, and next I'm going to just fold in some softened up mascarpone. Once I've folded that through, I'm just going to fold through my infused cream, and then I'm just ready to place it in the piping bags and into the moulds. So now I'm just going to pipe my parfait about 3/4 up in the mould, and next I'm just going to add my cherry jam. So my cherry jam is just basically cherries that we've quartered, and we've added it into a pan with some cherry puree, some lychee puree, some lemon juice, and a little bit of peppermint sugar as well. The cherry jam, we just make sure we pipe that into moulds and freeze it first. That's our insert into our parfait. So once they're frozen, I'm going to add the cherry jam just into my parfait, and then I'm going to follow that with adding my almond base, which my almond base is made up of an almond praline that we mix through with white chocolate and fouilletine flakes, and we roll it out and freeze it again. Now that I've built up my parfaits, I'm going to pop them into the freezer until they're frozen.
To plate up the dish, I'm going to put the cherry parfait onto the plate and just leave that to defrost for about 10 minutes. Next I'm going to put some Dr. Cherry gel in there, and then some muscovado tuile. And then after that I'm just going to put my pistachio ice cream on there, and then just finish with a few rose petals. And here we have our cherry tea parfait with pistachio and muscovado.